Everyone seems to think that the railway is just for commuting, and it's not, it's fun.
Having the train, you know, whether it's on our doorstep, whether we have to travel a bit to get to it, is such a wonderful thing.
We're promoting a voice for the community.
The railway is really the glue that brings people together.
The Community Rail Partnership is an association of partners from up and down the railway line, working in conjunction with the rail operators. Those partners all provide funds, and then we work with the community groups and volunteers to use those funds to fund projects to help promote the railway, encourage more passengers, and, as I said, broaden community engagement with the railway.
So ACORP, which stands for the Association of Community Rail Partnerships, is the national organisation that works with around about 60 community rail partnerships, which are groups of train operators, local authorities and communities that are working together to help and enhance their railway.
It allows us to connect to the people we serve at less well-known stations and helps us to build on the business we get. Community Rail allows us to find funding opportunities together with our community to improve the railway stations and rail services that they so vitally need.
This all ties in with the latest Department for Transport strategy on community rail, which has got 4 pillars. Those are providing a voice for the community, promoting sustainable, healthy and accessible travel, bringing communities together, supporting diversity and inclusion, and supporting social and economic development. All of those together helping the community rail movement to flourish.
Well, there's 61 partnerships around the country. We're all a bit different, but at the core, a community rail partnership basically works to make the most of the line that they work on. In our particular case here in Devon and Cornwall, we're very much about promoting use of the lines, so it's trying to get more people to use the trains.
For the first time we've been working with the Eden Project to do that. They have a remit around their event that they do every year called the Big Lunch, so we thought we'd bring everybody together and have an intergenerational party train.
People who might not normally come on a train, we want to show them that it can be really fun and that it can surprise you.
We've came to speak to the elderlies, to have a bit of fun and to have a tea party with them.
And really just saying hello, asking someone how they're doing can have a huge impact on personal well-being and the well-being of the nation.
We've got a really big project which is celebrating the history of this lovely branch line down to Loo. We've got a great app which is a heritage companion to a trip on the line.
We created an augmented reality experience that allows people to put their phones up to the poster, and it brings the poster to life and talks to them a little bit about the history of the route as well. So by having an application like this, it allows people to download it and really get a feel of the history of the line. They can enjoy the scenery, but also that is interlaced with history as well, which is a really nice thing to enhance that experience.
Today we're here as part of the ACORP Community Rail in the city.
We're trying to promote tourism into Wiltshire using the train, and we focused on the new Rover ticket for the Great West Way project, so that the use of that Rover ticket to visit Wiltshire and a map of Wiltshire in our brochures.
We really do hope to achieve spreading the word of community rail and about people getting more involved in the way in which they use a sustainable form of transport.
Increasing confidence in use of rail will increase their ability to use sustainable means of transport as against assuming that they're going to be travelling by car.
Communicating with the public to see how best we can serve them and how best the rail industry can provide a sustainable form of transport for the future.
This is one of a series of organised walks set up by an organisation called the Wessex Wanderers, The goal for these events is to encourage enjoyment of the countryside, but also to raise awareness of the Heart of Wessex line and the services that it provides, and enjoy the scenery and the communities along the rail. That's generating extra business for the community here at Avon.
Yeah, it's been great, yeah. It's been, I've never been in a rambling organised group before, but it's been very friendly, very sociable.
It's good to get out of the city, meet new people, do some exercise.
We all work together to support the local communities, but also they're very interested in the wider impact of the railway on the local communities through wider use of the stations, of the rail estate, and of engaging more widely with the business communities here and the social community opportunities that this work offers us.
We're here today at Dorking Deepdean Station. This station enabled us to make use of space to create the planters that you see here today. Pickable patch, so people can just take the fruit and veg away. When it comes down to being a voice for the Community Rail is in a position to facilitate and bring together the right groups to talk about issues and opportunities. In terms of diversity and inclusivity, the group that filled the planters up, Patchwork Gardening Project, are disenfranchised in many different ways, whether it be through mental health, physical disability. And one of the things I asked them to do was to come along and see if they would fill the planters for me. We are promoting local activities. You can use it for tourism, you can use it for walking. It's a great jumping off point.
Some of the different initiatives we're doing as a Free Rivers Community Rail Partnership is the Free Link bus, which joins up Romsey Station to some outlets out in the countryside, helping people to access, see their friends, go to places that don't have public transport, and that's been very, very popular. Other things we've done around in Romsey Station, where we are today, is we did a path from the station down to where people live, and we've also, at the entrance to the station down by the road, we've put this war memorial in to commemorate those who perished in the First World War. The railway is really the glue that brings people together, and the people catch the train because they have to. We'd like to get people to catch the train because they want to. In some cases the railway industry can be quite large and unwielding. By being the conduit between the community and the train operator, we actually managed to deliver those initiatives, bringing the people together, bringing local shops together, bringing schools, and that's really what it should all be about. It's not about making a profit, because it's about valuing things and not making sure we have to price everything.
The Sevenside Community Rail Partnership connects local communities to the rail industry. It's really important for people to feel that they're being listened to, that they have a chance to shape the future of their local services. One initiative is to facilitate passenger forums where the community gets to speak firsthand with rail industry representatives. We also host secondary school rail rep committee meetings to ensure that young people are having their voice heard. Our On the Move events programme is where we facilitate small-scale events on trains and open up the local rail service really as a venue. Our events have included games on the train in collaboration with Linkage in an effort to address loneliness and social isolation.
I was on my own. I didn't know a soul, so I'm so grateful for this train.
One of our successful and long-term schemes has been a partnership with the Bristol, Gloucestershire, Somerset and Wiltshire Community Payback.
The service users are people that have been convicted of offences in court.
And they've been given a community order to do a certain amount of hours working and helping others.
They've helped with de-weeding, cutting back overgrown vegetation.
We do litter picking, sweeping up, tidying, gardening.
And we've been lucky that we've had skilled plasterers on the team that have in turn upskilled other members of the community payback team, so it's been really successful. The stations are the gateways to our community, so if people arrive and see a presentable station, hopefully they'll continue to look after the station and they'll be pleased with the service that they receive.
Today we're at Avonmouth Station, which has undergone quite a transformation by local volunteers. You'll see the station has been enhanced by a new shelter, seating, lighting and new fencing. which has made way for a community food growing project, several murals, so that it's a very welcoming gateway to their village.
It's very opportunistic time to get involved when you see them out and about on your station. Please talk to them and engage with them and ask them what they're doing and how they can help. You might find that there are projects you can get involved in, either as a volunteer or during your staff duties.
Great Western Railway are a train operator who clearly understand the benefits of community rail partnership working, and this is reflected in the support that they provide to each partnership.